there could be a huge $5 billion liquidity injection into the crypto markets in the next 24 hours. Will this start the alt season we've all been waiting for? Also, there is huge news from the Bitcoin conference where Eric Trump spoke yesterday. This is the news from Altcoin Buzz. Hey. Hey everyone, Cody is my name, and if you're new here, please sure to like, subscribe, and switch on notifications so you know when we post new stuff. Follow us on Twitter, Alcon Buzz and O, and remember that this is not financial advice. Good luck with your crypto projects. Okay? Hey everyone. Good morning. So we're pretty much in the same place we were yesterday, but we had to dump it and then pump it back to very much the same place we're at now, which is just under $9,000. You can see that we did sell off a little bit yesterday, but not as much as I feared. Then we kept pumping. There are a few causes for this. So, the first reason I felt we might sell off and dump our coins, and maybe why we still can, and drop down here to the low to mid-100,000s, is because the Bitcoin conference was going on. And during these conferences, it's usually a sell-to-news event. And every time there is a conference about crypto, it usually sells off. At the same time, Bitcoin was also making these lower highs, which didn't look good from a technical point of view. We had 7 weeks in a row of up candles on the weekly chart, so it appeared like we needed a pullback of some kind. There are a few reasons why I think it could go down, and it still might. But the reason it went back up yesterday was partially because the US federal court stopped President Trump's Liberation Day tariffs from going into force. So these headlines are starting to come out. I didn't even realize that was possible. You know what? The court might be able to stop these tariffs from happening at all. The tariffs were the only reason for the sell-off from the $100,000. Now we're buying again because the tariffs might be stopped, but I don't think it's finished yet. I think Trump will come back and fight this at some time. In general, it's a pretty confusing moment right now, and prices are moving up and down a lot. Eric Trump spoke at the Bitcoin conference yesterday, and he stated this: "We all go all around the world. Every year, Don and I travel hundreds of thousands of miles. Everyone in the world wants Bitcoin, and I'm telling you that right now. It doesn't matter where you are. I don't care if you're from a royal family. It doesn't matter to me if you're the biggest, banks. Everyone wants Bitcoin. Everyone is getting Bitcoin. There were probably less than 100 companies that were truly holding on to Bitcoin a year ago, and now it's a different sovereign wealth fund every day. Check out what GameStop just did. See what Truth Social did? People give it billions of cash every day. One Bitcoin is going to be worth a lot of money. And, check out the OTCs. The OTCs have never had less Bitcoin on their books. Isn't that right? I mean, the arrow is pointing straight down while the price of Bitcoin is going straight up. I have a close friend. Before Simon from Metaplan talked on stage, and I asked him what the hardest challenge was. He said, honestly, we're running out of Bitcoin. It's hard to find on the exchanges. I mean, everyone wants it, folks. People don't want to get rid of it. Everyone wants it to be on the balance sheet. This isn't America and every fam. This is the whole Middle East, This is Africa. This is the whole of Asia. This is Fortune 500. I mean, they are the biggest private offices. Everyone wants it. Nobody wants to get rid of it, and it's really powerful. I think the price is going to soar through the roof. Mark Davis said that Metaplan is selling bonds to obtain $50 million to acquire additional Bitcoin no matter what. While businesses and institutions keep buying Bitcoin, retail is still asleep. Axel Bitblades also shared this, which could be another reason why we could pump it in the next day or so. So May 30th could be one of the most critical days of this cycle. This week, FTX is giving out more than $5 billion in stablecoins to debtors. That's 2% of the overall supply being put on the market all at once. And the timing is perfect. ETH is going up. Bitcoin is very close to its all-time high, also gaining ground. Pro-crypto nerves are getting stronger in DC, and laws are finally moving. That $5 billion isn't just sitting there when it strikes the walls. These people are going to go and not come back. Most of them stuck in crypto even after the FTX crash, and now they're receiving their money back. They're going to put that equity back into the market. I think this could be the thing that propels Bitcoin to 20,000 and starts the alt-season setup we've been waiting for. Keep an eye on May 30th. This feels like the start of the second leg. There is some conflicting information around this, but indeed, $5 billion in stablecoins will be issued tomorrow, May 30th. But these are debtors who had more than $50,000 in their accounts, and a lot of them sold their claims years ago. So you may sell your claims to these major creditor companies for anywhere from 50% to a full claim at some point. And that's why I know a lot of folks who have already sold this. So the money is gone. So in short, those having more than $50,000 in their account, maybe even more, could have sold their claims a while ago and bought Bitcoin and all coins at the bottom. And so it might be that creditors are receiving a lot of money back, which is what they were hoping to do. I'm not sure if this will actually help the market or if the people who have already sold would have sold by now. Some people think the market is too crazy and want to cash out right away because we're so high up already, and they don't think they can make any more money on Bitcoin. I'm not sure if this is really going to be very good for Bitcoin and all coins, or if it's just going to be nothing. Maybe it's a top signal, because everyone thinks money is coming back, so the price has been going up, but then it will sell off. So things are a little bit unclear right now. But I thought I could be on both sides of this. Next, Charles Hoskinson talks about how the TVL of Bitcoin and XRP, DeFi and RWAs on Cardano has grown. I respond, okay, if you look at the competition, where is the most increase likely to be in terms of TVL transaction volume and general use of these networks? It's going to be Bitcoin, DeFi, and things that are actual in the world. Those two things are going to be really big. So if you look at the ratios, Bitcoin, DeFi is 4 times bigger at its height than Solana and Ethereum put together, which is the full market cap. So, thanks to Taproot, it's starting to work, and you need other computing layers like Stacks or Cardano to handle all the transactions that Bitcoin protects. And the best part is that if you put them together in just the right way, we'll see more and more TVL flowing from that side. The same goes for XRP to Cardano. We have a very close relationship there, and I'd like to see XRP DeFi on Cardano because that's worth more than $140 billion, and they don't have smart contracts. Coin Bureau says that an XRP ETF is on the way. The SEC is looking into WisdomTree's XRP Trust, which is a spot ETF that lets you invest in XRP without actually owning the asset. It could lead to a lot other crypto ETFs because it's the first one in the US. The SEC has 240 days to make a decision and is asking for feedback on the hazards of investing